Hello there, folks. I'm Dan Brown from a sort of interestinglife.com. You're joining me on board good old Narrowboat Tilly, and today I wanted to put together a nice quick video just talking about some of the random moments that boat life throws up. And these are videos that I like to do and do updated versions of with different things and different examples as time goes on. And really, as we've had incredible weather recently, in fact today is just, again, absolutely sweltering hot. I feel that if I stand in front of this camera too long, you'll see me sink as my shoes and everything start to melt into the floor. But really, like I say, I just wanted to share a few of the random clips and random bits and pieces that I film and just talk about a lot of the stuff that goes on that doesn't really make it into proper videos about a particular topic here or a particular topic there. Anyway, let's get down to what this video is all about, and that is footage like this. Unbelievable sun and just the absolute perfect summer environment, or certainly as far as I'm concerned, and relevant to my interests of walking, biking and generally being outdoors. I mean, that's just the perfect opening clip that I wanted to show you there. And getting on to the actual boat life moments, you can see here that it's another beautiful sunny day, but it's extremely windy. And the only reason that I'm doing this little boat trip on this evening is to get away from all this open field area and through to a little bit of shelter, because the boat was being rocked around and all the rest of it. And I knew that even in the high wind conditions, I only had to pass maybe one or two boats until I could moor up around the corner through the tunnel in some shelter. So I thought, am I going to sit here all night being rocked around, or am I going to get some proper peace and quiet? And I chose for the peace and quiet option. Again, there's been so much of this incredible weather recently that I couldn't possibly put a video together of all the clips like this that I've got, because it would be about 3 hours long. Really, I just wanted to hopefully show you a little bit more of these moments that often go unnoticed and unrecorded. But I think really what I want to talk about is a lot more of these sort of moments where it's not about being on the boat, it's about being out and about. And this is, again, just a random tyre swing that I found just to the side of the canal. The canal is literally maybe 15 foot away from that exact spot. But it's that is the key to my boat life, as I say over and over and over again, that it's not about getting a boat and sitting still and being indoors on a boat all the time, because, well, even at my mum's house or when I was living in town, that's never how it was. I was always off out doing stuff and walking up and down the hills and all that general outdoorsy things. And even in the old days, the days that I'd be off to work and so on, and I'd come back, and even if I'd be finishing at 10, I'd get my bike out of the garage and then bike off all around the local towns and villages, and then bike back and probably wake me mum up as I was wrestling with my bike at about 12:30 at night. And it's these sort of moments, though. This is what it's all about. It's not about just sitting on a boat and going, oh yeah, this is boat life. This is what my boat life is all about. It's about being out and about and being out and seeing these things. Like, I mean, that clip we've just seen then of just walking down the canal to catch the bus from Whitchurch. It was about a 4-mile walk first thing in the morning, and you just come across a random cow or bull or whatever it was, proper waded way up into the canal and hidden away in the shelter and shade of a tree on yet again another super sunny, very warm day. And you'll see in a minute, there's going to be like random clips that I think there's clips in this video that go back as far as February this year, and they're all based on not really having particular videos in mind or particular events and ideas, just doing a little bit of random filming every now and then while I'm out and about, and it's catching these random moments of life. Again, you can see here, this I think was a day that I'd been stuck inside on the boat all day, and it just poured down and rained and rained and rained all day. And I just finally, in the evening, as it was starting to get a bit dark, thought, you know what, I've got to get out. I need to stretch my legs. I did get an awful lot of videos and writing and just general productive stuff done. And you can see here all of the streams and everything running down underneath the canal, absolutely heaving. I mean, that's an unbelievable amount of water to be seen. And again, this is a clip from, what's that, 2 months ago now, the 8th of May. And this is here to show, like I talk about finishing work or going in and out to my friends' houses on my bike and things like that, and how often I end up getting to the boat between the hours of 12 and midnight and 1 o'clock is unbelievable. And equally, not all of the bike riding that I do in and out of town or to work and so on is done in these beautiful sunny scenes that we've just been seeing. And overall, this video, I suppose, is just adding more of the off-boat context, because like I say, these sort of scenarios are beautiful and perfect to like go, oh, look through the window and look at the sunset, or look at this environment here that we're looking through this kitchen window at. And again, like these random really super traditional scenes of cows in the canal having a drink, and there's so much of this that goes on that's beyond the basic thing of, oh yeah, look at this, it's lovely scenery. It's about biking in and out, it's about walking up and down or getting in the kayak, or, well, you're going to see random clips now of a lot of this sort of dark general walking around and that, or you might not see a lot of clips, but it's all about this, like, well, what am I going to do now? I've done this video today, or I've done these 2 videos, or I've written this many words. Alright, let's just go out and have a wander down the towpath. And this is exactly it. Like, I always talk about how, because I have a bit of a bad back sometimes, which seems to go in phases, I'll try and get out and if I'm sat at my desk doing videos or sat at my desk on board doing a lot of writing, I try and have a couple of short walks throughout the day to just generally loosen up and not just be sat in one position for hours and hours and hours on end. And it's all through places like that, and as you saw in that dark bit of footage, just wandering up and down the towpath in those sort of environments, it's the most relaxing, serene and perfect thing I can imagine. Here you're seeing my nan and granddad walking away from the boat to go home after we'd had the trip over the Pontcysyllte Aqueduct, and I'm just moored up at this point just outside Chirk Marina, so it's a nice little area that they can easily walk up and down to where their car was. And again, it's like I say, it's all about these general bike rides. Like, it's biking and cycling is so key and central to my boat life. It's unbelievable. And I know that I say that all the time and you're probably sick of hearing it, but it really is. And because I'm biking through these environments, it's like stopping just at the side of the road there on one of the few bits of main roads that I saw on that particular bike ride. It's like you're literally there with your old church on top of the hill that you can see for miles around from different spots if you moor your boat just at the right angle. And it's just biking through these really beautiful places. And again, I mean, stuff like this. I think this was the night before me and me nan and granddad went up and over the Pontcysyllte Aqueduct. But it's just, like I say, it's scenery, it's calm and peaceful, it's all of these things that I absolutely love. And then scenarios like this where, I mean, this particular day where I went to Chirk Castle with my friend, I think we did a little boat trip. I'm not sure how far we went, whether it was just a quick went down, turned around and came back to where we started from. But we were like, oh, what should we do? It's a beautiful day. And we ended up just randomly walking, probably a good sort of 7 miles or so in the end, all up to the Chirk Castle grounds and up past the castle itself, as you saw there. And as I say, that's what it's all about, being able to be in these different areas that you can just randomly go, oh, well, we've been boating today, what should we do? Let's go to the castle. And then a couple of weeks later, be like, oh, what should we do today? Oh, we'll go and fill up with water and then we'll walk up to a completely different area. And I suppose as the sun sets and we're about to moor Tilly up here for the night, as we angle ourselves very carefully around this holiday boat to our left-hand side, I'll wrap things up and say, I hope that you've enjoyed this rambling video. There's been a lot of me trying to stutter and stammer and say me words, but it's all about the scenery. As I say with these videos, it's not about listening to me witter on about nothing. Feel free, please, to subscribe and check out my other videos for loads more stuff like this, and walking, kayaking, biking, and obviously boating. Feel free to add me on Facebook and Twitter, and like the Facebook page for loads more photos and updates from this sort of scenery. And please do consider helping me out and supporting these videos by checking out my narrowboat books. Search Amazon for The Narrowboat Lad, or find links to my books and much more than has just been mentioned in the description below. Until the next time, keep it boat worthy, have a fantastic day, and farewell.